Yeah.
And I feel like far too many fighters focus on not losing as opposed to winning. Like, just focus on winning. That's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do. That kind of remind me of someone, Garry. Who that might be? That's you. That's you, Garry. At least that's you against the top 5, the top 10. Haven't you been doing this against the, I don't know, the last 3-4 opponents? MVP? Does MVP remind you of something? If that doesn't remind you of something, let me remind you.
That's it. He only has a right hand.
Now take a look how that same right hand he was marking just a bit ago made him question his entire striking talent.
So hard to hit. That stuff.
Yeah.
Oh! Stung him with that right hand. Southpaw.
By MVP.
He heard him.
I mean, the ones that he's lit.
On the feet.
So basically this is what went through in Garry's head off of those 3-4 right hands. So he got rocked and he was like, striker? I'm not striker. I'm a wrestler. I'm gonna wrestle the shit out of this dude. And he started taking him down, attempting taking him down. Some failed, I mean, listen, this is what got him to beat MVP. And I know a win is a win. Fair and square win. That was, at the end of the fight, no one thought MVP won. I mean, some did. It was a close fight. It wasn't as close as his recent fight against Islam Makhachev. Yeah, the MVP was closer. Some people actually thought that MVP won, but I've been watching the UFC and I thought, and I knew he won. But anyway, what I'm saying, this is what got him to win that fight. But this same mindset, this same strategic approach, this is also what got him to lose against Islam Makhachev. What I'm saying is, Garry, whenever he feels the pressure of the moment or the danger of the moment, he backs off. He be like, you know what? I'm gonna win this fight. 100% I will win this fight, and 100% I'm not gonna finish this dude. Because of whatever. Because he felt the danger of that head kick. Oh, that was a bad head kick. He was like, oh, Islam Makhachev has the potential to knock me out. You know what? Let's run back to plan B. Plan B. Only strike when there is no space. When there is no strike. When there is no risk. So that's why you see Islam's face the way it was afterwards, after the fight. It makes perfect sense. Islam Makhachev said after the fight, during the press conference, it was really hard to fight Garry. Why? Because he was refusing to exchange. He didn't run. He didn't run around. He wasn't dancing around like in his previous fights. But he was just there, trying to manage the distance, trying to not get touched up, and that's it. That's what he did. That's what got him to lose the fight. I'm sorry. Like he for the amount of talent he has, he doesn't have that dog in him. Even though we know that a lot of fighters, like Charles Oliveira basically in his recent fights had better striking success than Garry. Even though Garry is way better striker. So for him, you know what? Inside Garry's fight, Garry's head, the more I exchange, the more I trade shots, the more odds I'm gonna lose. And I don't need to finish this, dude. I'm here for the gold. But that's also what got him to lose. Like, I'm sorry, he doesn't have that. I'm not calling him a pussy. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that he's scared of Islam Makhachev, whatever. Because, you know why? Not because I'm not a fighter or because I've never experienced being in a cage. It's just because two of them, Carlos Praches and Shavkat Rakhmonov, he's taken these fights on short notice. We can't call him pussy. He's not scared. But the strategic method or the strategic approach towards a win, it didn't work against Islam Makhachev. It worked for MVP. That's why I saw this video with him saying, focus on winning. Don't focus on not losing. But that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, mate. And even after the fight, he's trying to gaslight us. Or I don't even know anymore. He's trying to either he's trying to manipulate the media or the MMA community, the fans, or his own mind is manipulating him. Because listen to what he said after the MVP fight.
MVP doesn't want to fight people. He wants to bait them into what they do.
Bro, you barely threw any punch. On the feet, you barely threw any punch with MVP. Like, this is just the truth. What are you talking about saying he doesn't want to fight? He landed on you clean right hands. 4 to 5 right hands. And you turned into a wrestler. So when you say he doesn't want to fight, is he talking about like fighting MMA or striking? Because as far as I know, he's labels himself as a striker. On the feet, I'm gonna kill Islam Makhachev. He's a wrestler, so it's gonna be this. So he labels himself as a striker, as an elite striker of the division or in the UFC roster, right? So now he's saying this striker, MVP, doesn't want to fight. You're the one who doesn't want. You, like, off of the first landed punch on your face, you decide, I'm not gonna strike with this dude. No, ain't no fucking way. So, bro, please stop doing this. You're just you're doing your game inside the octagon and outside the octagon. That's too much.
So, all in all, I'm not saying that Ian Garry needs to give up on these strategies, but too much IQ is going to ruin your career somewhat, because this is combat sports, and this is not just any combat sport. It's MMA, instinctive. You have to have that. You have to use that adrenaline rush. He's not using it. I don't even believe he has the adrenaline rush because of that thinking. You see? So I don't believe he's gonna change it, because he's been doing this sport with that fighting style for a while now. It's really hard. Like Ilya Tuporia said once, like he said something like, you can't really change. Like afterwards, like I know he's young, but he's been fighting this way for quite some time now, and it's quite hard to give up. The habits and the tendencies. Like imagine if he fights someone like Michael Morales. You know my prediction for that fight? Like right now, I would say he might get submitted by Michael Morales. As soon as he gets touched up by Michael Morales, he's gonna get the same MVP strategy. But then it turns out this dude is not MVP, Michael Morales. He has a wrestling and grappling background. So he might get submitted. He's no joke. We haven't seen him grappling inside the octagon, but I believe that's gonna be showcased during the Ian Garry fight, which I believe will happen. And if Ian Garry doesn't take the risk and strike on the feet like he was doing against the against who? Yeah, I mean against the unranked fighters, when he was doing well, because they're not that good of strikers, he has to take that leap with these elite fighters. I'm sorry, yeah, fight or flight. But he's avoiding these big losses, but in the expenses of big wins. Anyway, guys, make sure you comment. I would love to see your thoughts. And yeah, make sure you subscribe and see you soon.